Hello there and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Leah and I make art related videos, and today we are doing a master study of Claude Monet's water lilies. So in this video I wanted to talk a little bit about the painting process and also tell you guys a little bit more about how study September is going, because it's not going exactly how I anticipated. Getting into the painting process, I tried to approach gouache a little bit differently than I normally do, because the way that I have been approaching gouache just doesn't really work very well. So in this painting I did very light washes to begin with and tried to layer up from there. In the end, when I get to the very end of the painting process, when I'm just barely starting to like it, an absolute catastrophe happens, and I kind of give up, to be honest. I kind of do. To mention Study September a little bit more, so this is actually the prompt for day 10, which is to do a master study, and I chose Claude Monet's water lilies, and he is an impressionist painter. So this was definitely very interesting, considering I don't think I've really ever done impressionism before. So this was a very difficult process because I definitely wanted to add more detail that wasn't there. According to Wikipedia, Claude Monet was a French painter and founder of Impressionist painting. He was also said to be the most consistent and prolific practitioner of Impressionism philosophy, which was expressing one's perceptions before nature. And he actually did a lot of plein air paintings, which, if you don't know what that means that was painting outside and drawing or painting from life. So that is a very difficult thing to do and to do well. He would also complete paintings in one sitting, and he wouldn't do any preparation most of the time for his paintings. He wanted to focus on lighting, and he wanted to demonstrate how light altered color and perception of reality. And light and reflection became something that was a consistent theme throughout his work. And something that I've noticed while reading up on some older artists from way before our times, they always have a controversial aspect to them, especially from what I've read from recent artists, is that they've always had something in their art that they are very vocal about, something that they have very strong beliefs on when it comes to art, and because of that they become controversial. And that also leads to them becoming extremely successful with the people that agree with them. And I've also noticed that not only is there controversy in their art, but also in their personal lives. Now, I haven't read anything about Claude Monet's personal life quite yet. I've only read a little bit about his career as an artist, and so far he has controversies in, of course, his beliefs and the way he thinks Impressionism should be. Claude Monet also made his own canvases, and if they weren't up to his standards when he made them, then he would destroy them. And he didn't hesitate to do that. He would spend a lot of time reworking them, and he even had an exhibition that was supposed to go up, or that was supposed to happen in 1906, and didn't happen until 1909 because he kept postponing the exhibition because he wanted to continually refine his work, and he didn't want to show them off until he was satisfied. The exhibition had 48 paintings, and 10 of which were the water lilies, which is where this painting, I'm assuming, comes from. The wiki doesn't show this one, so I'm not entirely sure. Now, the unfortunate events that happened towards the end was that I took a break from painting, and I came back and I spilled my paint water all over my sketchbook. And I decided to not rework it because I'd already spent probably 4 hours on this painting. And it was like 10 o'clock. It was probably actually 9 o'clock at night. And I was just tired of working on it. I maybe cried a little bit, so I felt like I was probably getting too emotional about this painting, and I decided to just stop working on it. So I will show you guys the ending at the end, where it's dry and it's smudged. So towards the end, I didn't really like it. That's why I had to step back and take a break. And then I came back to it and I was like, wow, this isn't that bad. Because gouache it dries weird, which was kind of the main reason why I wanted to do this, was so that I could try to learn how to use gouache better and to improve my color mixing skills, which I think I did, but I did it in a way that isn't correct because I matched the colors in the photo to the colors when they are wet, not when they are dry. Big difference, especially with gouache, because for gouache, light colors dry darker and dark colors dry lighter, or the other way around, something like that. So it's difficult to actually get the colors that you want in gouache. You have to get good at color mixing. And I'm barely getting okay with using a brush. So this is, yeah, I bought different brushes than what I would normally use, which is why I have so many issues with this. And I think I have to get new ones because I've been watching some other painters on YouTube who do gouache painting, and they specifically say not to get this type of brush. I don't know what they're called. I don't know the names of different types of brushes, but the types of brushes that I bought, they love to hold water. And that is not the best. So this actually blue handle brush that you're seeing me use right now on screen, it is not like that. It was wonderful to work with. But the other ones, not so much, because they love to hold water, and I've heard that that's not great for gouache. So I might just use my old brushes. I do have quite a few brushes, so we will see. They were specifically advertised as watercolor brushes, so I thought that they would work. Guess not. But I think that's all I had to say for this video. I just wanted to talk about the painting process, the unfortunate events that happened at the end, talk a little bit about Claude Monet, explain a bit of who he is, and also get myself to learn more about previous artists, and rant about my brushes a little bit because they have been very frustrating to work with, because I bought these brushes specifically for this reason, and they just don't work well. I think that they're like real hair brushes or something, and they're not good for this. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me rant. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more art videos. I am uploading daily, and I make a lot of art. Most of the time, actually not most of the time, half the time it's finished art, and the other half of the time it's just sketches. And I want to post more videos that are just music, and build up a playlist of like stuff that you can just play for background noise and background music for when you're working on stuff. So that is something that I'm working on. Yeah, that's all I had to say. So I will see you guys next time. Oh, one more thing before you go. There will be a real-time version of this painting process coming out on Thursday. So stay for that. Come back for that if you want to have some background noise or you want to see more of the process. So that's it. Here's the finished painting after it's smudged and all that. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. Bye.